Shido's palace. Here we go.
The sooner we get this over with, the better.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're the Bittersweet Gamers.
I'm the opinionator.
And I'm We Squared.
Masayoshi Shido's palace. I wonder what awaits us within.
Let's go find out. It's time we begin our infiltration.
Well, just our initial scouting, really.
Yeah. How extravagant. Hey, at least he views people as people.
They're wearing masks, though. They're all wearing masks.
That's true.
I understand why he might already see us as a threat, but why are even the passengers wearing masks?
You really think they're trying to be phantom thieves? Back like Haru with that beauty thief stuff?
That's quite enough.
It looks like.
Whatever the reason, it reflects Shido's mentality. Surely he doesn't view others normally.
You're right.
Given the insane nature of his distortion, I'm surprised they even appear as people.
Listen up.
Okay, well, we're in a palace, so that means we're probably gonna fight enemies. Did you have any idea this would happen?
I'm so shocked and flabbergasted.
Okay. So, masked people, masked passengers in the ship. Now, who are the passengers?
I guess the people of... Who are you? Don't think you can talk to an honored guest of Mr. Shido so casually.
So they're the people that Shido wants to be here.
The Chosen.
What an odd costume. Is that what you young people are into nowadays? Though,
Why are you wearing something from the 70s?
Though with those twin tails, maybe you shouldn't be talking about young people.
Huh?
I love
Joker!
the speech in the background.
Yeah! Joker, an enemy!
It's attacking us with all these people around.
What's the problem? Oh. I have no idea what that is.
Guard dog of Hades! Well, that's not Cerberus. I mean, it shouldn't be Cerberus. Cerberus, rather pointedly, has 3 heads.
It's Chariot, too.
Ah, back to our staple.
Despair! It was worth a shot. Oh, that was pretty hard.
I am thou.
It just seems like this is worth trying.
Right?
I
Well,
love
there you go.
I like how it was a tree, too.
Yeah.
Well, it's definitely pretty sturdy.
That's true. Oh god! Oh man! Oh, this sucks!
Crappy guard dog, get out of my face! Ah, it's been a while since we had Ryuji in the party!
Speaking of back to basics. What? Well, nothing can withstand Koryu.
I wonder if I should put an accuracy boosting item on Ryuji after all this time.
Right? Ah, is this a show of sorts? Mr. Shido never fails to keep his guests entertained.
Indeed, those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team. What is with these people? Why do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed? Because they're cognitive people?
Yeah.
They're not real, so they behave how Shido wants them to behave?
Exactly.
It seems they will think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
I mean, in Saya's palace, the people just cared about continuously playing and never were suspicious why they couldn't win.
Right.
And they had no limit to their losses. In Kaneshiro's palace, everyone was a victim.
Yeah.
And so, like, they believed they were victims. So here, they're just worshipping Shido.
And believe that he will, like, protect them.
Because none of them are real. You don't need to worry about them too much.
Yeah. They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make them see what this ship really is.
I love this speech. The picture of Shido up there is pretty excellent. I love how this music is kind of dignified and understated.
Uh-huh. But still kind of rocking.
Yeah, yeah.
My, that was quite a show. Are you entertainers?
Hey,
Joker, we should go. It would be a problem if we started drawing attention to us.
Okay, fine. I'll quit talking to the people.
But you will just almost wander into a shadow again.
I ambushed him, thanks.
I know.
you got the advantage.
All right.
Well, that's one of them down.
One enemy crushed. Keep that up, Bucks.
Aha! There was a reason I was looking around so much.
Ooh.
Speaking of black items for transmutation, I suppose we ought to start being worried about getting people's ultimate equipment together?
I guess?
Whoa, I don't like how that's a yellow.
This is Shido's dungeon. Come on.
I suppose with strength 10, there's no reason that we can't just get any piece of equipment that we wanted.
That's true.
Attack successful.
Well, I have a pretty good idea of what to do about you already, so...
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
The thing that I'm worried about is that if we get the equipment now,
Uh-huh.
that it'll further trivialize what's left of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really expensive to get some of the more powerful Persona, but we could probably easily blow like 2 million
Yeah.
and still have enough for supplies or something.
Right?
I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think we should just sort of go whole hog and get a couple of nice pieces of ultimate equipment from transmutation, or
Maybe save it for the final dungeon or something?
yeah, or save it for the end of this palace or the actual final dungeon? What am I going to do to you when I capture you? Use a warning shot. It is Cerberus!
What? I call hacks!
Well, Orthrus had the 3 heads.
The same Cerberus three-headed dog.
Well, it's definitely different.
I guess.
Well, let's take a look and see what it says. It's supposed to have 3 heads and be not white, but 2 of its heads got chopped off and, I don't know. Older brother of Orthrus, huh?
Alright, well, it's possible that my knowledge of lore and everything... I mean, he's commonly depicted as 3 heads. Meh. Maybe he just took all the credit for Orthrus.
Can I say that I am really surprised that there's already so many battles? Like, normally this first
Yeah.
trip is either empty or there just aren't many.
Right? These posters are terrifying.
Oh yeah, it says from top left, Shido, like his name, right, and then Justice.
I see.
Let's see. Watashi no tame ni Minshu wa tsukusu. I think that says Minshu.
Uh-huh.
Mirai Rengo on the bottom left. Neat. Anyway,
Enough staring at creepy Shido.
I can feel it.
surely it won't take that long before we get kicked out.
Surely not.
I'll reveal your
There's a giant speaker you walk past.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Ryuji's megaphone.
You're right.
The advantage. We are the better fighters. Use fire attacks to hit its weak point.
I like how he doesn't have any way to damage you. Just put you to sleep.
I'm sure he can smack,
Oh yeah, you
whack.
can do regular attack, I forgot, yeah.
Meh.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
You're looking
Nothing
cool.
matters.
Well, they'll probably get rougher once we get further in. That's
Yeah, of
normally
course,
how
of
it
course.
goes. Like, they're not so bad until...
Oh good, group sleep.
It's time.
That is a giant speaker. I know, I'm envious.
Okay, so what you mean is you can't hear the speech unless you're within range of the speaker, and it's kind of part of the music too. That's really cool. I love that. I just like how it's
Different?
creative.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
It's different. I just really like it. Because I like for things to be things that I haven't seen before, even though I'm fine with things being stuff I've already seen.
I like how you found a disco ball.
Did I really find a disco ball?
You
and
found
not
a
even
mirror ball,
notice?
but that's what they are.
Huh.
Like a ball lined with mirrors. Well, I made a reference earlier about how the people, like the women, were wearing kind of 70s clothing.
That's true. The atmosphere here is really nice.
Focus.
It's like you feel kind of serious.
Uh-huh.
And it's like not so ridiculous that you, that it makes you want to laugh, but just like ridiculous enough to still qualify as fun.
Mm-hmm.
And this dog is running at like 1,000 miles an hour.
Let's see what's behind door number 1.
And they have different speeches.
Oh, do they? Oh, you're right. I thought maybe they were just in different parts of the same speech.
And it might be different, or it's probably that, yeah.
I have something.
Looks like a boss, yeah.
Here we go. I can sense the treasure's presence?
Really?
It's that way. Let's go, guys.
Well, isn't that kind of normal in the beginning? That you can kind of sense the general direction?
Maybe.
Hey,
No, go to the treasure. We can explore the rest of the palace when we're here for real.
Right?
I have something.
Treasure's probably gonna...
Focus.
I bet it'll be him. He's the treasure.
Huh.
Wouldn't that be interesting?
That's actually pretty good. I'd say Japan, but it's not like he cares.
Right?
These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
Maybe the representative's chamber.
there's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa, there's 5
You know, when
of
you
them.
said that, I was like, you know, that's a pretty logical guess, but I wonder why he said that so specifically. Then I glanced up, and I felt foolish that I hadn't seen that yet. Okay, so we need 5 key cards, huh?
Okay.
475 people in favor, 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Uh-huh.
You know, maybe the reason that I like this place so much is that I'm a government nerd.
Probably, yeah.
Past? What's going on? Was that Shido's voice?
If this truly is the representative's chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
Eh?
Man, the big one, huh? It sure would be nice to go in there, but as far as I know, in the U.S., Congress and the Senate are open to the public.
Uh-huh.
But, I mean, it's not like it's, like, amazingly entertaining, but I'm
Right.
pretty sure you can just go in the gallery.
I think so. I think you're right.
There may be times that it's not open to the public, but, I mean, is it in Japan?
Oh.
I just don't know.
I'm less politically inclined than you are.
Well, I mean, you know, if we were able to just go to a... We were able to get past a locked part in Saya's palace by just showing up at a
that makes
trial.
sense.
So do we need to just show up in the diet
Well,
building?
no, they said there's slots for key cards.
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha.
You know, seat of national government.
So, what are they doing inside?
Whatever Shido wants in here, apparently.
Basically.
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed. So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
Yeah, basically.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Yes?
Is there another option?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
Darn
So
it!
basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
Apparently, every time Morgana talks, I'm just gonna cut him off.
How rude.
I've been doing that a lot lately. Just the itchy trigger finger, you know?
Well, we'll just have to pretend because we're not on his side.
I guess. I mean, I kind of want to answer nah, but I suppose it's the best thing to do is to try that. So I suppose we'll try pretending it.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
What, like 5 votes or
Why
something?
don't we ask the guests on this ship?
I mean, as far as moving on, look, it's just like deceiving him so he can kick his butt.
Yeah. That's not dangerous, though. These guests are harmless.
Yeah, why don't we try?
That thought never crossed my mind.
Really?
They'll definitely tell you all about how great Shido is.
That's true. That's true.
And what it is that Shido wants. I mean, to a degree, as far as the last one goes.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared.
If he
True.
bothered.
You have a point.
If he bothered.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Let's just be careful what we say then. Hmm?
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us? We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an Ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive.
That makes sense.
Yeah, okay.
It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
Yeah, honored guests, after
Everything's
all.
flooded.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
I don't know about that there.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him.
That makes sense.
What are we supposed to do? It's like they're just doing all of it for us.
Well then, let's split up and ask around.
I say, are you a talking cat?
Well then.
It looks like everyone's taken off to go gather intel, which seems suspicious, like you're going to do something really important all by yourself. There's no doubt. I can sense the treasure behind this door. Looks like we've already hit the jackpot. Let's go talk to the others.
Huh. Well, this is certainly much different than what we were expecting, I suppose.
Fascinating!
I'm really curious what Shadow Shido is going to look like.
I wonder if he's gonna be ridiculous. One of the VIPs used to belong to nobility?
Yes, that must be why he can enter the sacred place. I heard he's not easily seen either.
But why would someone of his stature always be by the poolside?
Well, he must like it there for some reason, but I don't think it's the swimming.
Hey,
Beyond this door is the VIP area, and the main assembly hall is a sacred place. It looks like we can't get in unless Shido accepts us.
Yes,
hey.
we... Thank you for rehashing what we already talked about.
Huh.
Huh?
What are we gonna have to do? I mean, what's gonna be the length on this place?
Yeah, you're right.
There's gotta be something that's gonna make it take a while, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, you have the elegance and refinement so sorely lacking in the ordinary citizenry.
Thank you! Oh, wait. My, such flattery. A high-class aura emanates from you as well.
So you noticed.
Most certainly. Hey, these guys totally ignore me when I try and talk to them. Do I look like that much that I don't got any money or education? Is it because of the skull mask or something? I forgot how to talk.
Fair enough.
It didn't quite work.
No, Futaba?
You're some kind of sadist for making me get info from complete strangers, Joker.
Hey, it's how you're gonna overcome all your trauma, right? Get out there and talk to people.
But they're not real people. But I'll do it. I'm going to avenge my mom. And I'm going to do that by standing here, not talking to anyone.
Good job. I mean, doesn't it feel like we're actually doing the palace?
Kind of, yeah.
I know that it's not really gonna work like that, but
I like how we're getting a lot of fusion items.
yeah, that's the sort of thing.
Or transmutation, sorry, that's what it's called here.
Yeah, that's the sort of thing that made me think that we need to be concerned about getting like really high quality equipment from like itemization.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how to speak to people here. I either remained silent or spoke in simple pleasantries during Father's business relations. So I'm not really doing anything.
You did enough in the last palace, Haru.
My, even Mr. Oe is a VIP?
I just saw him at the restaurant. To think an important politician like him has been invited here. Well, support from the political world should mean mental shutdowns are as viable as ever.
I'm quite envious. I wonder if there's a way I can get to know him better myself.
If you wish.
Hearing people speak so casually about the mental shutdown business makes my head spin. But it seems as though we need certification from 5 VIPs to become a special customer. These people are willing to share anything. Perhaps it's because their faces are hidden.
Anonymity. Anonymity.
Anonymity. There's something kind of important in that, but we'll gather a little more info first before we start trying to unpack it. Won't let me go that way then.
Oh my, that shadow actually looks like it's got military gear.
That also makes a lot of sense.
Right?
Okay, that's everything. That's how we advance, and there's the safe room too. So that is the president of a TV station?
Indeed, Mr. Shido has quite the large circle of acquaintances.
It seems you have to be at least that important to be considered a VIP. I'm truly envious.
Why don't you go play the slots with him? That might get his attention.
It appears these people all want to be accepted as one of Shido's special customers. Either way, I've gained some information on the VIPs. We should discuss later. Like now, basically.
Right?
There's something I've noticed too. I actually saw what looked like a map on our way here. Let's go pick it up!
But yeah, I mean, you should have picked that up to begin with. Brochures, of course.
You got it. Nice.
So, let's take a look at this map.
Well,
But first we have to regroup.
No, I want to look at the map!
How did it go for all of you?
Not great, but not bad either.
Well,
I was able to get a bit of intel as well. We should sort through what all of us gained for now. Well, I took a look at the map we obtained earlier and found what appears to be a safe room. This is the most boring conversation. Right here.
Ooh, it's close!
Yeah, I tried to go in earlier, and Morgana wouldn't let me go in, and now he's taking credit for it.
Perfect, let's go over the intel there.
Joker.
We gotta head over to the safe room.
Oh my
to
god,
discuss
what the
stuff.
heck?
The safe room that Morgana found because you suck.
Okay, so this place does seem pretty big, and it's got a lot of multiple levels.
Uh-huh.
But I guess this is the only map because we already have the treasure on the map.
Yeah,
Well-
I guess you're right.
We would have the treasure on the map, though, wouldn't we? So
Is
maybe...
that normal?
Well, no, we've already found it.
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Okay, so I guess the multiple levels are really what's going to provide the,
Length?
yeah.
still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans.
Among other things, what that means is that Shido isn't imagining these people as random people, but as specific individuals that he knows
Yeah.
and likes enough for whatever reason to allow them to be attached to him. Although it makes sense for a politician, it is nonetheless impressive that he knows and can remember so many people
Yeah.
with individual characteristics.
Yeah, yeah.
Even though they're kind of messed, like warped a bit
Right,
and really
right.
way more bootlicking than they actually would be, he still has an idea of all of these people and keeps them at a point in his mind that's not just in a drawer.
Yeah.
The casino earlier looked pretty real too, but talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
you have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Man, the game is way more pithy than me. I just need to be able to make to make more use of the whole brevity is the soul of wit thing.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally.
Maybe.
Alright,
I guess?
let's put together the information we gathered.
So, we gotta get a letter of introduction from the 5 VIPs.
And those letters become the key cards?
Exactly. Now let's go over what all of us have learned.
Haven't we been doing that?
First, according to my intel,
It seems...
one of the VIPs is an influential politician by the name of Oe. He's supposedly seen at the restaurant at night and sits at a table near the window.
We have to find individual people and convince them / beat them up somehow.
Yeah.
I'll go next. I heard about a prominent VIP who used to be nobility? Japan.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's usually by the pool.
Please hear me out.
Next is my intelligence. It seems the president of a television station is also a VIP. He always plays slots at night. It would seem he spends his money quite lavishly.
Crap, I'm starting to forget people already. Who are you guys?
Hey, listen.
Next is my turn. For real? Even you got info? Of course, I eavesdrop.
You use the skills you have to solve the problem at hand.
Supposedly, one of the VIPs is the president of an IT company. He's always in his room and reportedly enters from an exclusive hallway.
Listen up.
Okay, and I'll close this out.
How the hell did you get info with your looks?
I'm a cat. People like cats. It seems like some guy they call the cleaner
Oh god!
is another VIP. I've heard that he's cautious, so it's probably best if we check the other VIPs first. Is that Akechi?
Oh god! I think you're right! He would have to be the cleaner.
So it's going to be, but it's not really Akechi. It's
Maybe it's just his cognitive
it's Shido's
Akechi.
cognition
Yeah.
of Akechi.
Yeah.
But Shido knows about the metaverse and knows that Akechi is extremely strong in the metaverse.
Oh man, that's gonna be so weird!
Wow!
How interesting!
Cleaner? Despite what the commentators said, I wonder what they mean by that.
He's probably just really, germophobic.
Wait a minute. After all the VIPs we listed, this one's a cleaner? Maybe they mean something other than janitor when they talk about cleaner, but what could it be? By the way, how many people have died because of Shido's assassinations? Is he really a VIP? Supposedly. I'm sorry, I couldn't get any information.
Me neither, so don't worry about it, okay? Let's just work harder during the battle. We'll hit stuff.
You're right, I'll do my best.
But there's a bigger problem, you know. My memory is, not so great. Anyways, who was who?
Okay, so
You just point me at what you need broken.
yeah, we'll do that. Don't worry about any of this stuff. This
Something about Oe?
It's no use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
Why did it go back to being voiced?
I don't honestly know.
Why was it not voiced for that? Because they hadn't written the details yet at the time of recording all the voice lines in the original presentation of the game?
Huh.
That's probably it, isn't it?
Isn't that kind of weird?
No, it's normal to compartmentalize
Oh.
and do everything at different times, but it did produce an awkward effect. If that's it, but that's the only thing that makes sense off the top of my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker?
Okay, so there's Oe, who is by the pool.
Uh-huh.
Then there's the dude who used to be nobility. Then
The
there's...
restaurant. Right?
He's at the restaurant?
I think so.
I don't really remember that part. And then there's...
The IT
Yeah, then
company
there's
president.
the IT president.
Slots?
And then there's the slots guy that had... Yeah, I remember the people...
TV guy?
The people talking about that.
TV executive, I think?
Yeah, it was a
slots
TV
guy?
executive at the slots. And then there's Akechi.
Yeah. My memory is pristine.
Well, we just went through them all, so...
Really? Wow!
Yeah, it was kind of hard.
We're up
5 knowledge.
against 5 people. The politician Oe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner.
Oi, he's not a janitor, okay?
We get certification from them and obtain keycards that'll serve as letters of introduction.
I think
But
you
only
said
go
that
for
out
the
of
cleaner
order.
after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
Whoa, now that's impressive. You go, genius.
I knew them too.
Can't remember the details on the VIPs. Let's reconvene inside a safe
The
room.
map's gonna show us indicators anyway, so what's the point?
Is there some detail about them that we have to know? Do we have to run around chatting with people to get information about them that we use talking to them?
All right.
Hey, let's just fight 'em.
It'll be faster that way.
We know how to get into the main assembly hall now. Should we head home? And maybe wonder why this scene isn't voiced either?
Huh? You wanna go back already?
What do you mean this scene isn't voiced? What are you talking about? We're all talking here. I mean, Shido is quiet, but there's nothing unusual about that. There are people in here with special letters. That means Shido trusts them to a certain extent. It would be best to consider them as powerful individuals. We do not want to get too hasty. Let us take our time here. I guess we do have a little time to spare. Well then, let's head back for today.
Is that a boss fight? I feel cheated.
Well, we fought that one Cerberus or something.
I guess? Okay, I've got it. I know how to stop Shido's palace. Yusuke, cast Bufudine in the water in front of it. It'll be a titanic victory.
Interesting detail. What's that?
It looks like a life raft of some description.
Right. What's that?
Looks like the lack of a life raft of some description.
So, this says two things to me. Number one, Shido actually thought of a way for people to abandon ship, as it were.
Yeah?
And it appears as though some people already have.
Oh!
What an interesting thing to think about.
Yeah!
He's assuming that there are traitors and is offering people a way to disengage themselves from him. Though, they're just going to die or something.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
going to drift alone until, you know, they starve to death or be ate by metaverse sharks or some such. But he still offers it to them.
Yeah.
I think that's sort of fascinating for someone so hungry with power and somebody who is like passing these pointless, unopposable bills
Right.
in the General Assembly room to nonetheless allow people to go their own way.
Yeah.
It's like he fundamentally understands that not everyone is going to go with him, or that people are going to stab him in the back by betraying him.
Well, I mean, the whole mask thing, for one.
Yeah, it
yeah.
really goes along with that. Nice little details like that we're surely overthinking.
Of course we are! That's our specialty!
What about that trash in the dumpster in the casino?
The amount of shipping in this game is inordinate. Let's blow this popsicle stand.
Oi! Man, I can't think of any boat puns at all. It's pretty awful. The only thing I can think of is like galleons and carracks and nows. But if I were to try and say something about "you shut up now" or something who's gonna get that? Drummond!
Yo.
Galley!
Caravel! Yes?
So this is it, huh?
It's for Futaba, too.
Thanks. Do what you need to. I'll try to help any way I can. Just don't be reckless, got it?
Of course it's a text! That palace is an accurate portrayal of Shido's nature.
What do you mean?
I have to agree. I'm sure he's quite used to traveling, especially on extravagant ships.
And it should be obvious he's not using his own money for it. There are all sorts of rumors online.
Huh.
Taxpayers, donations.
Well, okay, like taxpayers, I assure you, it is extremely illegal for someone to donate their taxes into a politician's pocket, okay? Like, you have to actually go to, like, some third world, like tin pot dictator in order to find something like that happening more
Look, you're the one
openly.
that's good with politics, okay? I'm just throwing
That's
vaguely
not...
terms.
You're just throwing out words. That's not... There's nothing political about that.
Oh, I get it. He's using tax money. Not cool, Shido.
My God,
Ryuji.
is it that mustache-twirlingly awful? How horribly, ridiculously, and openly corrupt. This is just disgusting.
I think you believe that which belongs to others, in turn, belongs to him.
Even people's lives. That is correct. This country will be a miserable place if Shido becomes prime minister.
I mean, he's making it miserable right now.
Let's kick his ass.
Right. We gotta pay him back for what he did to Jiro, too. And then Haru's dad, and Futaba's mom, and Jesus, come to think of it, this is pretty bad. Which confidant is it?
Can I talk?
It's me. Sorry, I know you're tired. It'll be a sec. Just hear me out.
I'm glad that you've been around lately instead of just forgotten about.
Me too. I've decided what I want to do with Shido after going into his palace.
Oh, you sound awfully enthusiastic there.
I'm always enthusiastic. We can't let him run free. If there's a heart we gotta steal, it's definitely gotta be his.
You okay, man?
I really get it now. I want to avenge you. That's a no-brainer, but that's not it.
Oh, are you saying that you finally got over the whole popularity thing? And you're actually on board for just totally doing the right thing?
Well, when the popularity bit me in the butt.
I'm really glad to see that.
If we let him run the country, the weak will totally be effed.
They'll totally be effed, is it?
Isn't it our duty to protect them?
Yes.
Remember when I told you that heroes who lurk in the shadows are boring? Forget what I said. Those heroes are way cooler.
He's only saying that, of course, because he's one of them.
Yeah.
Now, there's nothing wrong with that. That's called taking pride in your work. It's like how, if you have a dog, that dog is the best dog.
Because it's your dog. Hey, Jiro, once we change Shido's heart...
Did I just call the Phantom Thieves pets? Well, we have Morgana.
No, never mind. Forget it. Let's do it. Let's steal that bastard Shido's heart. I'll do everything I can to make it happen.
See ya.
Thanks for listening to me, Jiro. See ya.
I'm glad to see that Ryuji's doing better and is in the game. That's just one of my biggest complaints, is the cast isn't really balanced. And it seemed like it didn't have to be that way.
No.
It was up until Futaba.
Right.
It's one thing that when
and then Makoto and Futaba stole the show.
It's one thing to have the new character involved in a whole lot. Like
Well,
to
yeah,
have
to make up.
Makoto immediately start doing a whole lot of stuff to make sure that it feels like she's always been there. And then same with Futaba, to start to have her feel like she's always been there, to do a whole lot of stuff to look cool. But then it never stopped. They never let it go.
I imagine that's a pretty big contributor to why everyone likes Makoto.
Well, I do too!
Yeah!
But I think they went overboard with her.
Hey,
It's almost time. Were you able to sleep last night?
No, there was a strange man with a long nose and... Oh, wait, I already know that guy.
By the way, it is really cold,
Yeah!
huh?
Well, you hear the wind whistling.
Right. I guess it must be hard even for you. Now that we know who's behind it all, we can't get hasty. Rushing will just make us sloppy.
But it'll also free up confidants.
We only have 13 more daytime confidant events. I think we might be able to make this one, so you better get to it. But geez, it's been getting cold lately. We might freeze to death before we can change his heart. Let's look to see if we can find anything to help us get warm. And to find an excuse to get Chihaya to not be hanging out at the fortune-telling spot.
Yeah!
Oh, a heater, huh? This is good, because I'm a cat. Oh, it's so warm.
Ah, the floorboard is caught on fire.
Once we take care of Shido...
Maybe they're concerned what Jiro's going to do. Like, once... Like, he'll leave. He'll go back home.
And then what about Morgana, too?
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly what this moment is.
Well, right, but I was also referring to Ryuji. Like, what Ryuji wanted to say, but then changed his mind about.
Well, that has to come up eventually. I really don't want to spoil their moment, you know?
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't mean to be a downer. I was just thinking, This might be the last job for the Phantom Thieves, except for the obligatory final surprise get-together. Everyone's goals and ambitions, they're all linked to taking down Shido. That's how I feel. We all became Phantom Thieves for our own reasons. We weren't just playing around. Outside of the Phantom Thieves, you also have friends who've been helping you. They believe in you. We have an important battle ahead of us, and we only made it this way. We have an important battle ahead of us, and we have an important battle ahead.
Morgana, are you okay?
And we only made it all this way because of them. There's no guarantees we'll make it out of this. See them as much as you can, so you have no regrets.
And max out their links.
Now that I'm thinking about it, most of the remaining people are party members, so you'd better get to it. You know, that is kind of like calling out a death cue.
Yeah, kind of.
But I agree wholeheartedly. Shido, I'm with you all the way to the end. I guess I am a cat. This upcoming battle is personal, so we'll do it your way. Now you can fight Shido on your terms.
Dang it, we keep hoping for Morgana's last event.
I know! What? Okay, now is An gonna get a text message? Where is An's text message?
Hasn't Nakamura been taking a lot of days off? I wonder if it's got something to do with his record.
Okay, quiet down.
I believe I mentioned this before, but Nakamura-kun is back at his family's home. It's a private matter, so don't go spreading rumors even though I know you will.
Well, she's probably not going to be involved in it this time.
Right.
Because early on in the game, she was totally involved in all the gossip, and nobody ever called her on that.
Yeah.
How long can we keep this up? We need to take care of things before we get caught.
Isn't that right, Jiro's desk? Man, you're such a good conversationalist, just as good as Jiro.
And then the person who's sitting behind Shido is like, there really is a lot of cat hair in that desk now that I think about it, since I get a clear view for once.
I'm so jelly you don't gotta come to school. Shoot me.
Are you talking to me? You didn't say that to me, did you? You did not really say jelly?
You know, something occurred to me. Doesn't Akechi have like this sort of chat thing on his phone still?
Well, he's not there, can't you see? Up at the top?
I know, but like,
look,
is it like a chat room in a specific program?
At this point, I am going to demonstrate that the Bittersweet gamers have the capacity to learn.
Okay.
Previously, during the Futaba arc, we were like, oh my god, Futaba has access to all of their texts.
Uh-huh.
And that would have been really fascinating if it were true, but it wasn't. It was something much simpler.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
It was just a bug. So, I would say yes, they should really be concerned about this because of Akechi.
I'm sure Futaba can...
But in that case, there's no reason to overthink it.
Okay.
But no, I'm sure Futaba just made sure that he couldn't come back anyway.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's not like at this point, like Akechi knows that the rest of them are alive.
Yeah.
And he also knows that they know that he sold them out.
Yeah.
So he's not just going to hop back in.
That'd be pretty weird though, wouldn't it?
If that happens, if Akechi comes in and is like, hey guys, so you know I still have this, right? And nobody had thought of that, I am going to scream. I am going to scream and I am going to yell and I am going to call everybody fools and I am going to overthink things 3 times as hard as I have up until this point.
Not at all.
A dead man cannot go to school, you know. It would all be for nothing if they found out he's still alive.
Yes, we need to be careful to make sure we're not being watched as well.
Want me to get special servants for this situation? Oh, you really think like such a rich girl? Yes, please do. That would be so cool!
We'll have to be particularly careful when we gather at the hideout. Everyone will need to make sure they're not being followed. Okay, I'll watch out.
Does everybody here know how to do that?
Uh-huh.
Well, they can probably figure it out at this point. They've got a lot of experience.
That's true.
That wasn't directed at you.
It would actually make a lot of sense for you to be there.
Shut in.
This is the final showdown, so let's watch our steps and how we talk.
Honestly, it's probably directed at somebody thoughtless and airheaded like myself, and somebody foolish like Ryuji.
What?
That's so unlike you, Ryuji.
Yeah, he's become a different person. He's at this rate, he's gonna become all posh.
Shut up! Anyways, let's get this shit started. We'll be waiting for you to contact us.
Wow, Ryuji's become patient. Okay, so you'll stand out too much during the day, so we need to go out at night.
What?
We're about to face our toughest target to date. Don't skimp on your preparations and what? I think this is interesting. They're basically saying you darn well better get these bonds.
Yeah. Speaking of confidants.
Hey, sorry to bring this up now. I know you have your hands full.
With being proclaimed dead publicly by the world?
But BSG or whatever can do it. I have faith in all of you. Anyway, I've got one last info bit of words. Can't put them together for a sentence. Just to make it convenient for when you finally do go back to mementos. This one's cruel. There's a group of scammers out there specifically targeting old people. Apparently they're using some sort of spiritual mumbo-jumbo to trick them into paying up. This sounds familiar.
Don't look at me, guys!
Oi, get out of this game!
Are you sure this game's a lot more cheerful than the one I'm in?
Go abduct a hamburger or something! Yeah, I don't know. They're doing something like selling them magical vases? Anyway, they keep moving around, so it's been difficult to reliably track them. Apparently the police have just stopped trying entirely. From what I've read online, the representative is a guy named Yoshihito Wakasa. Sorry I don't have any more info than that. Well, good luck, but at least this makes it kind of more convenient for you.
Yeah, because we have another mementos target.
That we really need to do. I wonder how many other mementos targets there are.
Yeah.
Can't be that many.
Yeah, there can't be that many left.
Swindling old folk is pretty low.
I don't know, I still think the assassin is worse.
I agree, but I think the assassin's just like outside of the, like what mementos is.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Alright, so this really is going to work out.
Excellent!
Assuming somebody that we need is available.
Let's just go to mementos! Oh, well, this
Okay. Yeah, eventually. See, we have 23 days. We still have to do the palace, we have to do a memento stay, and we can't...
it's also possible we might have to go back out and when we do the palace.
Right.
So we should keep a couple days for just in case.
Yes. Oh, this is excellent. I think we might be able to barely squeak by! Okay, this is just such a nice touch. As soon as you try to go to school, you have to hide in the alley.
Yeah.
And all you can do is shimmy up the emergency exit outside the school to go visit Haru on the rooftop.
Yeah.
Maybe, although that's a great detail, maybe this could have been somewhere else.
Right.
Good day.
Give us your magic tomatoes.
Okay, now Haru, it's very important that you don't let anybody else come up here. I'm just saying, this is the riskiest thing that... How am I supposed to hang out with Makoto? Is that even gonna...
No, because often she meets... Sometimes when the school's closed, she'll meet you in front of the school.
No, I'm not worried about Makoto. I'm worried about Eiko. Am I gonna be able to hang out with Makoto?
Oh, no, it wouldn't... Oh, God. No, don't even joke like that.
Oh, that would be awful.
Surely they'll think of some way. Maybe Eiko will just not
pay attention.
Like maybe she just doesn't pay attention to the news or whatever.
Oh God, I hope so, because we've still got 2 more.
Yeah.
It might be all right. At this point, maybe it. Anyway. So I bought a mini roaster and a coffee mill the other day. I thought it'd be fun making coffee myself. Minus the poop this time, of course. It's certainly not easy, but it's an immensely satisfying process. Sorry about that. I just got a little dizzy for a second there.
You're not overworking yourself, are you?
Let's go see the nurse! Let's do it! Come on! I'll blow all the cover for you, Haru! I kind of want to say that. No, I'm not gonna do it. You look exhausted. Are you okay? Oh, I'm fine, honestly. Let's see. Next up is dirt for the planters. Oh.
Down she goes!
Oh. I'm sorry. I think I just need to rest a little. To be honest, I haven't been getting a lot of sleep lately. Takakura-san has really been pushing for us to start a new business venture soon. In particular, he's adamant about a chain of low-cost, intimate cafes. Some employees don't think it's a good idea, though, so they want me to step in and put a stop to it. But I'm just a high schooler, and we're involved in something extremely important right now, and I can't concentrate on this.
Right?
There's no way I could predict the success or failure of this idea. In the end, I'm just not sure what to do. I have to play the form.
Right?
What do you want to do?
Yes!
Oh, that's a good question. The idea does sound nice. The smell of a fresh cup of coffee always brings a smile to my face, and it would certainly be nice to be able to give that experience to as many people as possible. But I don't think you can truly gain the same joy from the low-cost chain Takakura-san is suggesting.
You should tell him that.
Well, that's an interesting thing to say. So it's like, you can have cheap or you can have cozy, but you can't have both. Or maybe not cozy, but sort of meaningful.
Yeah?
I suppose there's probably something to that. But she is going to have to take care of this eventually and learn to do this eventually. She is really tough, but she needs to be able to steel her nerves and face the things that she's afraid of, and that really is just stuff in her own life. Like externalities, she's not worried about at all.
Right.
And like hardship to herself, well, she can handle hardship, and she knows that. But she is really afraid of other people kind of inner life connected to her family or the business.
Maybe she's scared that she might make a decision that'll hurt them somehow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. There is so much. I mean, it's something that I can kind of relate to. I used to be like that, where I wouldn't want to confront anybody about anything. But also, speaking of playing to form, you should tell him that.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that kind of my thing?
Right.
Like, what do you want to do? Then make that happen! You need to go and say it yourself! I believe all that. It's just I'm a broken record at this point. What, we're like over 110 episodes in, okay? I never actually wanted to think of doing something like telling him myself. You really think he'd listen to a high schooler with no prior work experience? I see. I've been afraid of him this whole time, but all I need to do is show him how I feel, or at least tell him what I think.
We've been fighting strange monsters in other dimensions. Why am I scared of this, man?
I don't know. I think fighting monsters might not be as scary.
You know, I think you're right when you really get down to it, because a monster, when you get to it, isn't really a thing.
And nobody's out there in the metaverse fighting monsters by themselves. They've always got the other thieves to back them up.
Yeah, and it's like with the monster, everything's simple. You
Yeah.
kill it. You just kill it.
Yeah, there you go.
You can't do that to a guy.
There's no complexities to
Yeah.
it. But the complexity of human relationships...
Yeah, no, you're right.
I'll make him see what I'm really thinking, and what's truly important to me. Yeah! Go do it!
Yes.
Yes, I understand. By refusing to trust Takakura-san, I was also shutting myself off from any hope of having him trust me. But that's going to be different now. I'll do my best, Shido-kun. Wow, normally the game doesn't respond to my
right?
to my routine so well. But then again, Haru's gonna respond to everything well.
Yeah.
Oh, and I just thought of the perfect way to do it. A magic item that will help me convey my true feelings to Takakura-san.
You're going to say poop coffee, and I'm going to disagree with you.
It's going to take some time to prepare, though, so it will have to be my secret for now.
That only makes me more suspicious.
By the way, I need Morgana for a few days. I'll tell you next time, though, okay?
Now,
Or maybe it'll just be strychnine. Every news station has been running story after story about Shido and the elections.
Akechi too. I can't believe they're calling him the detective of the century.
It makes sense, come on!
Plus they're treating the Phantom Thieves like criminals, which is just kind of business as usual at this point.
If you're just a regular person with no connection to any of this except that you happen to like live in Tokyo, then or especially if you live in Japan outside of the capital, then this only makes sense for you to just sort of take the basic line that you're being fed. Why would you need to think anything different? Like, of course, the guy who catches the
Phantom Thieves,
the possibly supernatural international terrorists, the Phantom Thieves, is going to be like some super history-making detective. That side of things has faded a little bit, though, don't you think? Yes, all the talk of the elections must have made people forget about the suicide news, on account of the news cycle in the modern world lasting approximately 12 hours.
The main culprit is dead, things are settled, and society can go on like normal. That's probably what people are thinking.
I have mixed feelings about all of this. I'm not saying they should talk about us more, but the sudden change in momentum is weird.
All we gotta do is hurry up and steal Shido's heart.
We even haven't bought and
get Jiro some Valium.
Or Ritalin, maybe. We even appear to have bottomed out. The response, like our percentage, hasn't gone down any further.
That'll take care of everything, right?
I need my Ritalin! Yes. That pretty much will take care of everything. There may be other things, but those are going to be much less important after this is dealt with.
Everything up until the elections is the real battle. Let's take him down.
12 more daytimes. We still have a handful of nighttimes. Well, then we can discuss this more tomorrow. Let's do our best.
Exciting!
Oh my god, kill me!
You know, as something of a fishing game aficionado, I've already made that joke, I must say that so far this one doesn't seem all that interesting.
Okay, now really, how are you supposed to get 100,000 points?
Well, we don't know how much the bigger fish are worth, point-wise.
I guess you're right.
I didn't really mess too much with the fishing in 4.
You know, I actually kind of did. I ended up with the time to do it. I mean, I didn't do it a lot, but I did it a little bit, and I don't remember anything about it. Nah! That was sort of an anticlimactic observation, wasn't it? Now we can go and get the book that should presumably improve fishing. So I'm pretty happy about that. And now Makoto.
Then we're going to see Futaba on the train, and we're going to be very confused, much like Futaba.
I wonder if we
will... What am I doing on this train?
I wonder if we will see Haru. Also, can we run out of fuel?
It seems like it's kind of important. Nice. Well. That actually is very reminiscent of another Atlas game, Catherine.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what it's from, isn't it?
Yeah.
We really ought to play Catherine, you know?
I suppose it is sort of right up our alley.
Maybe? Alright, kid. Let's do this. Then I can inevitably reload to give you all the correct answers because I just don't understand you at all. What's funny is I really like kids.
Yeah.
I get along great with kids, but I just don't understand this poor kid. So, Shinya, have you reflected on being an evil jerk?
Hey!
That kid I took the money from came to my house with his mom yesterday. But my mom told them that it was the kid's own fault for having his money taken.
Wow.
The more I think about this, the more I'm starting to wonder if maybe the problem is my mom.
Me too.
She just told them to leave without hearing what they had to say. Something's wrong with my mom. The other day, she called my school to complain that the cost of lunch was too high. I begged her not to do it, but she said it's for my own good. I don't think it was really because of me, though. I need parents that actually provide a good example for me and don't model bad behavior.
Come with me. Coffee Dad will be glad to adopt you, I'm sure.
Once everyone finds out, I'm gonna get made fun of again. But she told me that once you stop fighting, you lose. And that those who complain win.
As a retail employee, I would like to say, F you!
Yeah, on the one hand, you're right, but it's like, that's wrong that it's right.
Yeah.
No, I get what she's doing, and I think that fundamentally, I mean, we are being excessively mean. I'm really wondering if she's going to be a Mementos target.
Oh, man. If so, I hope this is the one that gets it, because we really need to get them all at once.
Yes.
We won't have time to just keep making Mementos trips.
Presumably, yeah. But, I get it. Aside from the complaining thing, I get what she's doing and how she's acting. It makes sense, but the problem is that look what it's doing to Shinya.
Yeah.
Not just in terms of getting other kids to make fun of him at school, but
like warping him.
Like the way that he's acting, it's like rewarding really bad behavior from him, and like showing that you can continue to do bad behavior yourself, and that's how you win. And that's just no.
At least he seems to be aware enough to be,
gosh,
like realize it's bad.
I hope that we can help him with this so that it doesn't completely ruin his life.
Yeah.
Also, I remember kids like this from school, and I know that you remember this one particular, like, crime family set of kids
I have
from
no
school.
idea what you're talking about.
Anyway, that's maybe one of the reasons that we're a little, what's the right word? Cognizant of the things that he's talking about when it comes to these things. My mom was never like this before. She never used to care about stuff like winning or losing.
Hey!
Nakamura-san,
Shinya, what are you doing?
Mom?
I knew it.
What?
You've been acting strange lately, just as I suspected. Someone's filling your head with nonsense.
Oi!
And it's me!
Oi!
Constantly talking back to me. I knew someone new must have come into the picture. So, are you the one who's been such a bad influence on my Shinya?
No, I think I've actually been more of a good influence on your own Shinya. This is ridiculous. Bad influence? What the heck do you mean?
Yes, children should obey their parents.
I mean, basically, yes, but... it's like, in the military, you can't just say, I was just following orders. If you follow an illegal order, that's on you.
Yeah. But he doesn't. I want my obedient Shinya back.
Well, I'm really glad that we're probably going to get that Mementos target then.
Yeah?
Maybe next time. Stop it!
Will you take responsibility if my Shinya turns into a juvenile delinquent?
What sort of mirror dimension are you living in? Is this like Bizarro World? No! I'm trying to turn him into no longer a juvenile delinquent.
Oh, of course she's projecting onto Jiro.
All that time and money I spent on him, wasted. What are you going to do about that, huh?
Make him not want to steal money from other kids and bully people into giving him things for free?
No way.
Mom, Nakamura-san is...
Nakamura-san, I'm going to remember you. You're a high schooler, right? I may just have to tell your school.
Wait a minute, she says. Nakamura-san? Wasn't a name like this recently released in conjunction with the Phantom Thieves and...
One of their students is stalking my son.
Well, the thing is they clearly didn't. The police clearly didn't release his name, but they apparently did not release his name.
Well, here's the thing. Leader of the Phantom Thieves, most of your confidants know that you're one of the Phantom Thieves. That may have been why they were calling to check up on you.
No, but then...
No, that's obviously the case. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the other confidants calling in to check on you. That's what it was. No, what I'm saying is the police didn't release his name to make sure that they didn't cause some sort of a massive scandal about him being a teenager or something like that. Honestly, there was so much information being thrown at us that I don't remember the details, but it was something like a funny reason. Stop it, Mom.
Come on, Shinya, we're going home.
Think about his feelings. Jesus, lady. Saying take it easy on him isn't going to do nothing.
Well, neither is this.
But I think that's the better of the two?
I mean, none of those are really good. She's just going to snap back whatever it is.
Yeah.
Think about your son for once, okay?
Feelings? He's just a child.
I'm going to kick you in the kneecaps.
If you keep meddling with him, I'm going to call the police.
Bring it on, lady!
I mean, that would be really bad, but then do it! Like, do it! What's the problem?
Fine, just know this. I don't intend to lose. Now let's go!
I mean, somebody needs to just call her bluff. But...
Shinya? You are Shinya, aren't you?
Yes. I mean, she's messed up.
She is seriously...
I mean, feelings? He's just a kid? What the hell? Who says that about their own child? Hey, I snuck away while my mom was shopping.
I'm sorry.
I just wanted to say I'm really sorry about earlier.
It was really easy to sneak away because she doesn't care.
Already? Crap, I gotta go. I don't like the person my mom's turned into. She won't listen to anything I say. That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about today. Do you think the Phantom Thieves can turn my mom back into her old self? Please tell the Phantom Thieves to change my mom back to the way she used to be. How convenient!
Oh, that's just excellent.
I would really like to know her name. That would be great. Her name? It's Hanae Oda. I gotta go, and hey, you're welcome for giving you a mementos target right here, okay? Let's play again sometime. And please don't hate me. You know, that was so bad.
Uh-huh.
But at this point,
Right.
I guess it's not outside of expectations.
Yeah.
So the question is Haru going to have one or not?
Like, is Sugimura going to be...
Right. Do we have to change Sugimura's heart, huh? What? What?
Huh? So you want to help that king do it out, huh? And we're gonna do it by changing his mom's heart? I bet that was a real tough decision to make.
I mean, he's only in elementary school, right? This is a lot for a little kid to be dealing with.
You're right. We should try to help him as soon as possible. As for the calling card, let's have him deliver it himself.
Hey, that's really
What?
cool.
Okay,
But-
meeting adjourned.
So I guess this counts as a unanimous decision?
But calling card? That's not how the mementos targets work.
Well, apparently it is for this one.
I'm so confused.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be one of those auto trips.
But
Well, anyway, whatever's going on, that's actually really cool, and I hope that Shinya gets to do something awesome so that the end of his confidant event turns out well. That's enough for now. Next time, we're probably going to do a full confidant episode, but...
And hopefully we'll finish a few people off.
Yeah, and then after that, we'll probably just go ahead and hit the palace.
Yeah.
I
See you
assume.
later, everyone.
Later, guys. Wait! We're not done yet. We actually realized something, and so we may as well take care of the housekeeping. We realized that from Shinya, we didn't get a new request.
So it must be part of his confidant chain.
Yeah, so I guess the rest of Shinya is just going to be him doing doing the Phantom Thieves thing.
Yeah.
With like giving his mom a calling card, and I mean maybe we'll have to go to Mementos for it after all, but it'll be part of his own event.
Right,
That's
right.
actually really cool, and I really like that. And there is something else.
Hey,
Let's call Kawakami to make some coffee.
That sounds like a good idea.
Now, it's true that Sojiro knows that he knows the identity of all the Phantom Thieves. He's in on everything,
But he still doesn't know about Kawakami.
but he still doesn't know about Kawakami. Regardless of whether we're dating Kawakami or not, oh no, we'll be open about everything else, but we can't tell boss we're calling a maid to use his coffee machine. Why?
I think he would understand and possibly even approve.
You can tell him you're fighting the future Prime Minister of Japan involved in a shady government conspiracy, but you can't tell him you have a maid do your laundry?
There are some secrets even he shouldn't know.